Welcome to SHOT Show 2025. I'm Dave Merrill, and let's see what is new and cool this year. Come on. Hey guys, I'm here with Robert Sheets, the Senior Director of Engineering for Primary Arms, and we are talking about this awesome new optic. So this is the HTX1 Primary Arms. Check this out. We have it on a Glock. We have it on a freaking SIG. Well, this is a SIG made not with SIG parts, right? I'm sure is there an FN up in here? Well, we got a Walther. Let's see. Man, more than just Glocks, clearly. Super low, multi-year battery life, Falcon reticle. Man, I am mega impressed, and made in the United States. Are you guys getting those cut here?
Yeah, everything's made right here in the USA.
Of America. Thank you so much.
Hey man, cheers.
Oh man, Tyrant CNC. What do we got? What? Well, that didn't go off, so looks like it's a drop rig. Oh. Okay. Chassis system for a P365. Looks like there's a brace on the back here. Nice setup on this. Looks like injection molded polymer on the front, two-piece metal on the back. Oh man, because it has like a 7-degree cant off the back, you can still use the standard optics, see right through it. Oh, cool. They're also, I have heard, for the Springfield Armory, here it is, the Echelon as well. Similar, this one will be full plastic injection molded. You can see more on this one. All right, look, I love freaking small, awesome, tiny, like almost like machine pistols, but they're semi-auto. I guess you could put a full auto one in there, but there's more stuff from Tyrant CNC. I mean, aside from like the pistol dropping stuff, of course, we got some more grips. This one is big. This is a Smith & Wesson M&P trigger on here. Boop, boop. Of course, everything is all locked up because of the show. And then this plastic injection grip module for the P365, which I love this beaver tail. I think it's a great improvement over the already pretty good factory. Man, Tyrant CNC. Also, don't let them know that I dropped their guns. I know the company is called High Ground Defense, but I'm pretty sure with like the low ground, I think you'll still be okay. I'm pretty certain. You got 5 Vortex. Smith Enterprises Vortex is on there. Yeah, I think you're okay. I don't think you need the high ground with it. I know it's the name, but like I think you can be low and you'll still be all right with one of these. Better keep my bag away from the dog. Dead Air's not a popular booth at all. Nothing going on here. You got the Sandman X back from the dead, but your last can was called the Lazarus, which like literally came back from the dead. So what's up with that? So it's the Sandman X?
I don't do much in the naming.
Okay.
And I don't know about meanings of names or whatever.
Okay.
Sandman X, what you have there in your hand is base architecture is going to be on the triskelion, right? In the first of it, and then it has some cone baffles in the end, so it's super low back pressure, very easy on gas guns. And then it has very good sound attenuation from those cones in the end. So it's kind of a hybrid design. I see
a lot of flutes in there.
That's the triskelion end.
And I see a great aggressive step in there as well, which I'm sure does something.
It does a little something everything does in there, right? Fairly intentional, I like to think.
I love being wrong about things. I love it. I love it.
I do too.
Because like, right when we're like, oh, this is as good as a 5.56 can can be. You can't have a can that's low back pressure and be quiet. And then this, and then here comes like you and your peers, and you're like, want to bet, dickhead? So is the whole outside tube printed as well?
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
They come out like straight as a freaking arrow, right? Has no welds in it, and so it really covers a lot of bases.
I like to think about like laser 3D printing. I like to think about it like you have like a vat, like you're growing Ellen Ripley, like in Alien 4, and like you have the cans that are growing that are bad, and they're like, kill me, like they're off to the side, and then you have to like take them out back and like laser them or something? Is that how it works exactly?
I've never thought of it like that, but then I'm not a freaking lunatic like you are. So.
I mean, you are though. You're a lunatic,
no,
but not.
Am.
Yeah.
I just,
okay.
I was trying to make that sound convincing.
But so it's not like that, but
It's not
almost like that.
It looks like sand with a little light flashing around on it. You don't see anything.
That's like
puts another layer over, and then welds it, and puts another layer over, and builds it up. Then you drain it out, and cut it off the plate.
This is why in movies they put like slime and jello and stuff like that, because I mean
exciting.
it's just like, oh, it's a block of sand that we. I mean, it's like, how's the sausage made? You know, when you're literally making sausage, they're like putting chickens in centrifuges and stuff. But like in this case, it's just like, oh, look at my block of sand.
Yeah.
The highest tech manufacturing possible block of sand.
Isn't that true? That is true.
Well, man, thank you so much for your
it's
time.
always a pleasure to see you.
I have to finish this video by walking out of the booth. They're making me do it. They're making that. I'm here at Magpul. It's with a breakfast waffle, I think. I don't know. Magpul at SHOT Show. Hello, are you a T-Mag? You're a P-Mag? Thank you very much. Let's go see. Magpul's got a bunch of new stuff. We're just gonna walk through and see what we got. A Hunter Light stock, right? So this is a stock for Remington short action. So like you wanna upgrade, like you inherit like your dad's or grandpa's old like wood stock Remington 700, or you have one yourself. All right, this is actually kind of cool. It's showing like how some of their stuff is made. They have like some knives. Came up years ago, and it shows the initial development about like all the stuff they were doing, some metal injection molding and polymer molding, which is of course what they were mostly known for. I mean, looks like they got eyewear coming. Their modular cases, super cool. Ruger and Magpul got together and they made a pistol. Actually, open up the latest recoil magazine, which you should, and they'll be in there. You know, Magpul, the first thing they made was like literally like a rubber band pole. That's why the name Magpul. But magazines are really like when they exploded, when they came out with that first like polymer magazine after the end of the assault weapons ban, and it actually worked. And it's been exceedingly difficult to make clear polymer that is tough and durable, and that's why they haven't come out with one yet, and this one promises to be. And so, man, it is aesthetic, and I gotta tell you, like aspiring like gun photographers out there and stuff, put rounds in the magazine if you're gonna use a clear mag and take pictures. Nothing looks more lame than having your like tricked out gun with an empty mag, dude. Like put rounds in your gun. Not like on SHOT Show, but like when you're taking pictures for the gram or for like your gun publications, other gun magazines, there's a free tip. Yeah, you didn't learn like going through our magazine, I guess. All right, man, Magpul, always got the good stuff at SHOT. All right, if you're ever playing stupid flashlight games with your friends and you're like, who's got a brighter flashlight? Surefire brought back the Dominator. It's called the Dominator because it's a brighter flashlight than your dumb friend's stupid Chinese flashlights, okay? And it's also good for search and rescue. But man, you want a lightsaber battle? I mean, but like, come on. Look, what is it? 350,000 candela flashlight, all right? But some of the new stuff this year at Surefire. This is the XC3. This, look at the long press release, short. So you want momentary long press release, short on, full ambi forward press. Fits some existing holsters, single CR123, 500 lumens. Man, it shows it with a couple of different guns. Nice little compact weapon light. So a little bit larger than the XC2. And no, man, well, we cannot go wrong with silencer stuff. Finally, hub mount for Surefire devices. Because you know what? The aftermarket had been making this. You want to know why? Because Surefire is making the best devices. The military uses Surefire devices for a reason. And not all cans use Surefire devices. Only Surefire cans do typically, but a hub mount. So that way you can take your hub compatible silencer and that excellent Surefire muzzle device and you can marry them together. But like, that's what's new at Surefire. Of course, then you got the RC3. Fantastic can. You got Scout Light Turbo Pros. You got all that stuff. But man, big ones. Dominator, XC3, big ones. But then like for the silencer nerds, fast attach hub mounts. Pretty cool. IWI has a pretty big booth, and let's just kind of see what they've got here. So, it looks like we've got Galil Ace Gen 2s, we've got Tavors. So these are all like, you know, Israeli based here. They have like factories in America. So a TS12 shotgun. So this has an extremely high capacity, and then you can rotate the magazine out, ka-chunk. So it's a semi-auto. You manually rotate the magazine and re-goes. Tavor bullpup. Man, no one likes bullpups so much that like even the Israeli military got rid of their bullpup. But hey, the Negev 5, pretty neat little 5.56 assault weapon. Like little LMG, like light machine gun. Check this out. Like speaking of art, look at the work on this. So this has been done to make it look like it's two-dimensional from a comic book. Now, man. Well, one of the things I love about guns is that there's so many ways to enjoy guns. Everyone like seems to think that their way that they like to enjoy it is always the best way, but think about like the level of artistry that this took. Aesthetics count, man. They used to call it the chicks dig it factor, but like dudes can be into it too. I mean, let's be real. Like the way something looks changes the way you feel about it. That's why we like certain cars. So we have this one, this Galil Ace looking like a kind of like a World War II fighter. We got a Tiger Stripe one, an Uzi Pro in kind of a pretty I don't know, kind of 80s Tiger Stripe. Kind of a Tavor 12 like Fallout-ish. We actually did a Tavor 12. We did an orbital combat gun. We did an article about Space Force and the future of orbital combat, and talked to scientists from NASA and JPL, and we used a TS12. And we made a Space Force orbital combat shotgun with it. In a world where like everyone has an AR, there's a million AR manufacturers, they're all kind of the same, they're all boring. If you want something a little strange, a little different, you go outside the United States of America, and then you'll have like some unique designs. And Israel is one of those places. Look, dude, like where are you gonna see that outside of a video game, really? Hey man, we're at B&T. There's always cool stuff at B&T. Check it out. We got subguns, we got silencers, we got rifles, we got launchers, 3D printed silencers, integral silencers, man, all sorts of stuff. We got to squeeze around. It's very popular. Like I said, they always got something. Like belt feds over here. So you know like the old like Mac 10, like the trailer trash Uzi? This is not anything, anything like that. The TP9. Like this full auto is just smooth, probably like the definition of a machine pistol, right? But then go over here, got nice little sub guns, 8.6 black. This thing is like snapping your fingers quiet with the right ammunition. I love it. Such quiet, you can break it down real small too. APC 223, right? It's kind of like the Swiss Scar, really well done. Nice controls, no complaints about that gun. We've covered this one a couple of times in recoil for a reason. APC 10, because everything is better in best millimeter. 10 millimeter people are crazy. APC 9K, APC 9K Pro, nothing to dislike about that. This one down here takes Glock mags. All right, this is what the Terminator would get if he showed up in a gun shop in 2025. If they were making the movie, not one of the terrible remakes where they're trying to retell, if they're retelling the classic story, this is what Arnold, or the younger version of him, would come out with instead of an Uzi 9mm. It is sexy, it is foreign, it is a robot from the future would wield that one well and lay waste to any LA police station with it. I'm gonna have a panic attack from like being like hugged by all these people right now, but I'm telling you.
Oh no, you're way too
B&T. See, and then we got Nate over here too. We're live on TikTok, Red Note, whatever, the whole thing. It's fine.
Ooh.
You know, it's
So edgy.
I know, man. Well, like, I learned like 3 words of Cantonese. They love me. We got all these fans. It's fine.
Beer,
it's okay.
bathroom, and...
Well, we don't talk about the third one. We're gonna go look at more cool guns.
Enjoy,
See you later.
kids.
Maxim Defense never disappoints. I always make sure to stop here. They've won Best of Shot. They've been featured on multiple covers of Recoil. They always have something quiet, something small, something loud, and there's always something cool. Let's see what they got. Check this out. This is 338 ARC. Maxim Defense is on the official program. This is a 338 ARC rifle. Look at this silencer. This is a reflexive silencer. You know what that means? It means that the silencer goes over the barrel on here. Now this is typically, you think of it as an older design, but Maxim Defense has figured out how to make it more effective. They had this gun out on the range yesterday. By all reports, very quiet, fantastic round. 338 ARC is one of the new ones being used by, like, you know, people we're not supposed to talk about, and SOCOM and all the other stuff. It'll all come out at some point anyway. But you know what? There is more. Come with me to the back. This is the XDR. This is extreme duty rifle. What they wanted to do was make something oilless for like extreme cold conditions. It had to be like, this gun had to operate like beyond -50 Celsius, -40 for the DoD. I don't know, man. Look, that is not oil. That is a coating on there. And actually, there's a coating on the entire inside of this thing. This thing had an excess of 6,000 rounds through it, no lube at all, because there is not a lube that can operate beyond -50 Celsius in salt water, so they use coatings. And also, check this out. Check out these cool ambi controls. We have a nice bolt lock and release, very easy to hit with your trigger finger. We have a nice full ambi on all sides. Whew, this is a pretty cool rifle. And also Maxim Defense, they're known for new, shiny, expensive, but they have like a duty line down here too. And these would be for like your cops and stuff like that. You know, it's all this standard mil-spec stuff. And you know, at mil-spec prices, I think it was like under $1,300 for MSRP on that. But man, they always got silencers, short guns. But man, that 338, I'm just thinking about the 338 ARC, dude. I gotta be honest. New reflexive can, gonna come out in a bunch of new calibers. Come see it at CanCon. All right, so if I'm gonna guess here, like the whole cylinders come out and...
Right, yeah, you would be able to slide these off and swap out if you wanted to. But you could snap, I call it snap it open, and reconfigure these as is. This system here, it's just made up of the two cradles here and the rod that goes in between. And then you could completely reconfigure these 6 tubes. So you can shoot up to 2T3 through these tubes.
Oh geez, okay.
Okay, as a pistol. And then you go into the bigger rounds. In this configuration, you see it's got 6 different calibers here that are marked on here. What we were looking at doing is the 6 most common battle rounds and the 6 most common hunter rounds. But you can do 6 shots of basically anything you want. You want 6 shots of AK, 6 shots of AR, you can do it here.
When is the anticipated release dates and things like that? Where can I learn more about it?
SHOT Show next year.
One of the things I love about SHOT Show in particular is I love running into this. I love running into people with new ideas. And these new ideas that they want to implement, and they're finding a way to implement. And you know what? Damned if some of them don't work. Or maybe that first one doesn't work, right? But they learn a lot about the process. They said that these weren't gun people, these were engineers. But they learn about the process of making a gun. They learn what they have to do. They learn like the downsides. But then since they're not already baked into the business, you know, they're thinking about it and they're making things in ways that we haven't done before. And that is how we come up with innovations. That is how we bring outside processes and manufacturing into this industry. So people are gonna look at it, they're gonna think it's weird. Maybe it's not gonna end up just like that, but maybe the seeds of that and some of the ideas can become something very different that everyone will love down the line. And that is great. I love engineering. Hey, Global Ordnance. We got some Slovenian pistols. All right, Slovakian pistols. And also monolith rifles. Look, Go 15 barrels, they have monolithic barrels. So this is normally all separate. This is the barrel extension, the barrel, the gas block, the muzzle device. They are all one unit on these Go 15 guns, including the muzzle device. So they have these Reardon compatible devices on these Go 15 barrels, and then you have these dead air compatible devices on these monolith rifles. If you read the latest Recoil magazine, and you should, we cover the monolith systems. Man, they look like ARs, kinda got these ACR stocks, but they are not. And you can fire them with a stock folded. You have a truncated bolt carrier in here. You got controls here. Global Ordnance always has something cool. Something from Slovakia, something from Slovenia, something from the United States with Russian ends. You even got something they don't want me to show you, which is a monolith and a bullpup kit. Man, guns that people love to hate, but if you want to make it look like a sci-fi video game weird gun, you put it in a bullpup package. Global Ordnance has this, and we didn't even talk about Strybogs. That's what everyone talks about, Strybogs at Global Ordnance. Let's go see what else they got, but I'm gonna leave with this. Hey, we are at the Rise Armament booth here at SHOT Show. This is the RA100. This trigger will be coming out in Q2. This is not a cassette trigger, this is a component trigger, which means it has a separate hammer, disconnector, and trigger. However, this is a two-stage trigger. The disconnector is slaved in place. It also has a little Allen key here. This is an S7 tool steel trigger. It is wire EDM'd. It is made in the United States of America, and it has a minimum advertised price of $99.99 and a freaking MSRP of $109.99. How is this made in the United States, in America, S7 tool steel, wire EDM for that price? Dude, I don't know. Vertical integration, freaking volume, not made in China, made in America, and damn, it is a really nice feeling two-stage trigger as well. I'm gonna take it with me. All right, and that's what we found that we've liked so far, but stay tuned for more from the floor.